Okay, so the game plan has been heightened, and of course, as expected, we've been waiting for an official statement for the Nigerian Bar Association, the umbrella body of Nigeria benchers. And of course, they haven't disappointed this time. And even if we are aware that the current president of the Nigerian Bar Association is a very close friend of this government, because a lot of the time, and there are instances where we would have looked at all of the issues and then how the Nigerian Bar Association kept quiet. But this time, they couldn't hold back, because this is a slap on the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that Bola Tinubu has perpetrated. Now listen, state of emergency in Rivers, suspension or otherwise summarily removal of democratically elected governor and other elected official is unconstitutional. Very clear. The Nigerian Bar Association has taken due notice of the declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State by President Bola Tinubu as contained in his address. So I will not be able to read everything clearly, but okay, I'll just take. This development has far-reaching constitutional and democratic implications, particularly in light of the provisions of Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, which governs the procedure for the proclamation of a state of emergency and which the president purported to have relied upon. Section 305 of the Constitution indeed vests the president with the power to declare a state of emergency. The section stipulates strict conditions and procedural safeguards that must be followed to ensure that such extraordinary measures do not infringe on democratic governance and fundamental human rights. The NBA is gravely concerned about the purported suspension by the president of the governor of Rivers State, the deputy governor, and the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly for 6 months. Listen, this is very clear and very, very clear. The 1999 Constitution does not grant the president the power to remove an elected governor, deputy governor, or members of the state legislature under the guise of a state of emergency. Rather, the Constitution provides clear procedures for the removal of a governor or deputy governor as per Section 188. Similarly, the removal of the members of the House of Assembly and dissolution of Parliament is governed by the constitutional provisions and electoral laws, none of which appear to have been adhered to in the present circumstances. The declaration of emergency does not automatically dissolve or suspend the elected state government. The Constitution does not empower the president to unilaterally remove or replace elected officials. Such actions amount to an unconstitutional usurpation of power and a fundamental breach of Nigeria's federal structure. The NBA firmly asserts that the situation in Rivers State, though politically tense, does not meet the constitutional threshold for the removal of elected officials. For a state of emergency to be declared, Section 305 subsection 3 of the Constitution outlines specific conditions including war or external aggression against Nigeria, imminent danger of invasion or war, a breakdown of public order and safety to such an extent that ordinary legal measures are insufficient. 4. A clear danger to Nigeria's existence. 5. Occurrence of any disaster or natural calamity affecting a state or part of it. 6. Such other public danger that constitutes a threat to the federation. The NBA questions whether the political crisis in Rivers State has reached the level of a complete breakdown of law and order, warranting the removal of the governor and his administration. Political disagreement, legislative conflicts, or executive-legislative tensions do not constitute a justification for emergency rule. Such conflicts should be resolved through legal and constitutional mechanisms, including the judiciary, rather than executive fiat. So, clearly, President Bola Tinubu wants to steal Rivers State into his pocket. And this must not stand. This should not stand. Nigerians must reject Caputo Rijameta. Nigeria must reject this brazen act of constitutional illegality that the illegal president of Nigeria has again wanted to bestow on the people of Rivers State. I'm sure that this is again clearly stating that the president is he prides and rides on illegality. Again, and unfortunately, the Attorney General of Rejection, who is supposed to be speaking at this time, is dumb. We are expecting, of course, some of us are already sensing that the National Assembly will okay this. But of course, we know why. And it's unfortunate. Everybody has spoken. Only the president and his mumu supporters are the one defending this rubbish. Only the president and his mumu supporters are the one defending this rubbish. No matter what Fubara has done. Some of us are folding our hands to look at it to say, yes, both Fubara and Wike are both been in situations where we can look at it to say, you deserve what you get. But this one, no, we will not accept this. We are going back to the mundane era. The era. So, and some of you are quoting Olusegun Obasanjo 2003-2006, Plateau State, 2004-2006, Plateau State 2006 in Ekiti State, and refused to quote Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, the most recent, 2013, Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa. Obasanjo went against the law. We are saying it here. He went against the law. It was unconstitutional. If we truly want to have a country, this is the time. This is the time. Whether or not you support the president, whether or not you like Wike or like Fubara, the time is, the constitution is very clear. It's very clear. There's no technicality in this. You don't have the right to remove an elected governor, deputy governor, and members of the state of assembly. And obviously, it seems that this was your master plan from the beginning. It was a master plan. And then you have thrown in a military administrator there. So suddenly, for no recourse to mechanisms to settle this. You just arrange that people should bomb one installation and plan that they should bomb the second one after a few hours. Then you declare a state of emergency. Thief! Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you are a thief. You are a thief for democratic process and a thief of constitutional powers of people. Ole ojibole.